Good Saturday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martridge. This is your outlook for the weekend, January 4th and January 5th, 2014. And we're starting off with the GFS today. We have, actually we're going to go ahead to Sunday here. This is the next chance that we have for some action, if you will. We have some rain moving in here in the afternoon, and we are concerned with some freezing rain to start here. I know the GFS is not showing this, showing rain over Eastern PA. And I think the temperatures are going to be a little bit colder than this, and that's because of the snowpack that's around and the cold temperatures we had prior with the Arctic air mass that was in place. So we're concerned over at least portions of Eastern PA and the areas I circled here of having freezer rain to start and then going over to rain on Saturday evening or overnight. The GFS, again, does not show this, but you go to the European model and it does. You can see the temperatures are a little bit colder, especially in the valley locations here. Temperatures are below 32 up and above this line that I'm drawing here. So this area up here is below 32. So from the valley areas like Lehigh Valley up into the Poconos, you could be dealing with some freezing rain concerns. Question is how long you'll have to deal with that until it dissipates. But we do think it's going to go over to rain, just a steady rain overnight on Sunday night, but I'll have to keep an eye on this and just see how that plays out. We're going to side with the cold air on this one, just because again the snowpack in place will keep things a little bit colder. We go back to the GFS again, and we're going to have a change to rain like we said here. They go to the next couple frames here. You can see that rain moving here, and that's because of this low pressure system that's going to move up here to the west of the Appalachians, and because it's taking this path here, you have the warm air on the eastern side and southeastern side of this low pressure warm air advection will change this over to rain. Now the cold front that's associated with this low pressure is sitting here like this, and behind it here you can see these blues here. This indicates snow. So what we're expecting is going to happen is this low pressure is going to move through here. This is Monday morning, and this is Monday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And you can see the blues are now over eastern Pennsylvania. That means we're going to have a change of snow at the end. We're not going crazy with this. It's just going to be a quick burst of snow at the end here as it changes over, and not expecting much in the way of accumulations. Maybe a coating to an inch, maybe 2 inches as you get across northeastern PA, but that'll be the extent of it. So we're not looking at a bunch of snow out of this or big snowstorm. But one thing I want you to take notice here, see these lines here. See how tightly packed these lines are. These are lines of equal pressure, also known as isobars, and that is the tighter these winds are, the stronger the wind is going to be. So we're going to have some very, very cold winds moving in behind this, and I mean really cold winds. Behind this front as it passes through. So temperatures are going to crash rapidly. Even the areas that don't get a lot of accumulation of snow behind here, you're going to have some flash freezes because you have the rain sitting around behind it, some snow melt that is going to freeze very quickly as we get into Monday night, and temperatures Monday night are going to plummet below zero again. And we're expecting the same thing for Tuesday night. So Tuesday, you might not even get out of the single digits for highs. It's going to be very, very cold, and probably the coldest we've seen in quite some time as far as high temperatures are concerned. So we're not dealing with anything in precipitation again until we get to Thursday, and that's we have a weak clipper type system that's going to move through here. Let me get the frame up here. Now the GFS is suggesting this is weak, but it's going to be on the warm side. But obviously the precipitation type that's shown here on this map is incorrect. Here's your 32-degree line sitting way down to the south here. So obviously anything falling here is snow, but it's not very much. So we're just a clipper snow, not a big deal. Going to the European model, we have the same thing on that model as well. And you can see that that this system moves through with just some very, very light amounts here. Very light precipitation content, or quantitative precipitation, liquid equivalent, I should say. But the 32-degree line is sitting right down here like this. So same thing with agreement with the European model as far as where the snow falls, but pretty much just equates to snow showers, and you might get a coating to an inch or two out of this as well. I just want to touch on this real quick. We get to the 24-hour precipitation that's expected on the European model, and you can see these amounts are generally coating to an inch or maybe 2 inches as you get up here into the northeastern PA, maybe a little bit more back in central PA where it's still ramped up before it comes in, but not expecting this to be a big deal. Next big system that we're expecting is not going to be the end of the period here. With another system coming in from the southwest here, this might have a little bit more moisture to work with this one. Again, it's going to be on the borderline of rain versus snow, and we'll get into that as we get a little bit closer. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for the weekend, January 4th and January 5th, 2014. Have a great one.